Let's head outside to Thomasville, courtesy of WeatherStem, where we're starting off very foggy. Still some lingering moisture from yesterday's front. A lot of us did get at least a decent amount of rain. I'll show you those numbers coming up in the next half hour. But in the meantime, waking up to numbers in the mid-50s for you. 54 in the Rose City. How about northeast wind at 3 miles per hour? Not foggy in downtown Tallahassee, where we're actually seeing a mostly sunny sky with a couple of clouds. 54 degrees. The view courtesy of WeatherStem. Probably would need a jacket as you're heading out and about for your morning run or getting ready to get the dogs out. But that is all as cool air starts to usher in. Yesterday's rain, all thanks to this frontal boundary that continues to work away from us. High pressure is going to start to settle in, but it's going to take some time because we do have what's called an upper level trough. Basically this dip in the upper levels of the jet stream, about 35,000 feet. And as this starts to lift out of the region, that's when we'll get the fog and clouds out of here. And not just at the surface is there high pressure, but ridging starts to build into our west too. What that means is we start to see some quieter weather conditions as we continue through the next couple of days and likely through the next week or so. Temperature is also going to be on the rise big time too. So if you like the spring warmth, I've got a lot of that in your forecast. If you're hitting the green this morning, a couple of clouds and foggy conditions, especially in South Georgia. But if you're, say, Tallahassee, you're heading to Southwood, it looks pretty good with mostly sunny skies. Temperatures in the 50s to low 60s. By lunchtime, we're talking numbers in the 70s. And I think we top out in the low to middle 70s this afternoon with generally decreasing clouds, and winds should be fairly light. And that's just in time for the banana ball forecast as the Savannah Bananas take on the Tailgaters from Texas. And it is going to be, I would say, almost perfect baseball type of weather at Doak Campbell Stadium. First pitch, mostly clear skies, 64 degrees. The clouds continue to decrease if there are any during the baseball game. Of course, that seventh inning stretch, temperatures staying in the 50s, and final pitch 57 degrees with no rain expected. That's also good news if you're heading to the beach or boaters. Finally have a good weekend in store to get the crafts out there. We're looking at northeast winds 5 to 10 knots both Saturday and Sunday. Again, we do start off with clouds and maybe some fog this morning, but that decreases in the afternoon. Waves both today and tomorrow a foot or less, and only a light chop on those protected waters. But do be wary of applying some of that sunscreen as that UV index is starting to creep up to the high category, believe it or not. And we're going to keep this shine around the next several days. Also, these numbers very warm too, so near 80 on your Sunday, although still need the jackets as you're heading out the door Sunday morning. 48 degrees, could be some areas of patchy dense fog once again. But then as we start next week, still need the jackets for Monday for the kids and as you're heading out the door for work. But 80 by the afternoon, plenty of sunshine as high pressure starts to hold on. High pressure then slides to our east late week, and that's when we start to get return moisture, which means we have about a 10 to 20% chance of rain Wednesday through Friday. That'll also give us a little bit more cloud cover and help to bring temperatures into the 80s. So if you've been looking for the spring type of weather and not just spring baseball, we've got the spring-like weather as we head into next week.